Picture Japan in the spring of 1985. The economy is roaring. The bubble years are in full swing. Land prices climbing. Salarymen working past midnight. The whole country buzzing with a kind of confident, exhausting optimism. Tokyo never really sleeps, and neither do its vending machines. There are more than 5 million of them. They line every street, every train platform, every shadowed alley between apartment blocks. Hot coffee in winter, cold soda in summer. They glow on empty corners at 3 in the morning like little lighthouses. And nobody worries about them. This is a country where you can leave your wallet on a park bench and come back to find it untouched. That trust, that quiet, ordinary safety, is exactly what someone is about to turn into a weapon. April 30th, 1985, Fukuyama in Hiroshima Prefecture. A 45-year-old truck driver stops at a vending machine and notices something lucky. Sitting right on top is a free bottle of Oronamin C, a popular little vitamin energy drink, the kind middle-aged men loved. And it's no surprise to find a spare one. The company behind it, Otsuka Pharmaceutical, was running a buy one get one free promotion to win over younger customers. Extra bottles turning up near machines was simply normal. So he drinks it. Why wouldn't he? Within hours he's violently ill. The bottle had been laced with paraquat, a herbicide so toxic it can shut down the body over days or weeks, attacking the lungs and kidneys with no antidote. There is no cure. There's only waiting. He held on for a month. He died in pain on May 30th. For his family, there's no story yet. No killer, no headline. Just a healthy man who picked up a free drink on his way home and never came back. A senseless, isolated tragedy. At least that's what everyone believed. For 4 more months, the country had no idea. A clock had started ticking. Then came September. September 5th. A 44-year-old executive named Takashi Sakai drinks 2 vitamin drinks. He'll die 6 weeks later. September 11th. In Tokyo, 52-year-old Haruo Utsu finds a free bottle of Oronamin C. He's dead within 52 hours. September 25th. A man in Wakayama collapses. September 26th. A woman in Shizuoka. Different cities, different prefectures. Strangers who never met, who shared nothing except the way they died. And now the newspapers see it. The deaths stop being accidents and become a series. The American press picks it up too. The New York Times runs a piece that December under a headline that says it all. The vending machine murders. Police across Western Japan are urging the public to exercise extreme caution Authorities now believe a single individual may be responsible for a string of fatal poisonings, all linked to beverages found in or near public vending machines. Citizens are warned, do not drink any bottle you did not purchase yourself. So who was doing this? Well, that's the most chilling part. There was no one to look for. The killer's method was almost insultingly simple. Buy paraquat, which in 1985 you could get over the counter, no ID required, as long as you said it was for farming. Lace a bottle, set it on top of a machine or tuck it into the dispenser tray, and walk away. By the time anyone fell ill, the killer was already gone, miles away. Days in the past, leaving a poisoned gift to wait patiently for whoever got unlucky. No relationship to the victims. No pattern in who died, young, old, men, a teenage girl. No ransom note. No threats to the drink companies, no extortion demand. Utsuka Pharmaceutical and Coca-Cola Japan both confirmed nobody ever contacted them. Investigators came to believe it was the work of one person, acting alone. But a motive? There was nothing to grab onto. At the time, some experts reached for a cultural explanation. A Tokyo criminal sociologist suggested the crimes might be a release valve. The pressure of an intensely ordered, overworked society boiling over into someone hurting strangers just because they could. A mental health specialist wondered if the killer simply enjoyed it. The thrill, the secret power of imagining a stranger's last hours. But these were guesses. Educated shadows thrown at an empty wall. The truth is, the killer was a ghost. The country was being haunted by someone it would never even glimpse. By late September, the government decided it could not just wait. The National Police Agency launched a nationwide campaign. Leaflets flooded Tokyo. People were told to inspect dispenser slots, to check for broken seals and tampered caps, to throw away any free drinks they found. The soft drink industry printed 1.3 million warning stickers for the capital alone. And eventually, warnings went up on a staggering number of Japan's 5+ million machines. Manufacturers even drew up plans for dispensers fitted with the little lamps that would light up if the slot had been disturbed. Newspapers ran full-page warnings as advertisements. Not everyone handled it gracefully. One industry spokesman drew anger by implying the victims could simply have been more careful, that a watchful customer would have spotted the tampering. It was a cruel thing to say to grieving families, and the fear worked its way into everything. Drink sales dropped. People stopped trusting the machines that had been part of the furniture of their lives. The whole easy rhythm of the country. Grab a drink, keep walking, ceased up. Worse still, the case-bred imitators, copycats, began leaving tainted drinks of their own. That December in Mie Prefecture, someone tampered with milk served in schools. The original killer had shown the country a terrible new idea. The country couldn't unsee it. And then, by late November 1985, it simply stopped. No final victim with answers, no arrest, no confession. The poisonings that had terrified a nation for 7 months now just ended. As quietly and inexplicably as they'd begun, at least 13 people were dead. Dozens more were left seriously ill, their bodies permanently damaged. It may be the deadliest product tampering case in history, and nobody was ever caught. Life did move on, the way it always does. The stickers faded, the drinks went back on shelves. A new generation grew up grabbing sodas from machines without a second thought. But things had changed underneath. Paraquat was reformulated in 1986 to make it less deadly. And over the following decades, dozens of countries moved to restrict or ban it entirely. Vending machines got safer designs, and something quieter shifted too. A small loss of innocence in a country that had genuinely believed its streets were safe. So, is there any hope? A little. In 2010, Japan abolished the statute of limitations for murder, which means that even now, 40 years on, this case is not closed. If the vending machine killer is still alive, they can still be charged. The file is still open. Somewhere, perpetrator lies in waiting. Somewhere the question still waits. And maybe that's the real lesson the killer left behind. Not fear, but the opposite. A country learned that trust is precious because it's fragile. That the small, kind ordinariness of a free drink on a corner is something worth protecting. The machines still hum on every street in Japan tonight. Glowing. Patient. Safe. We just look a little more carefully now.